Hey, Miss V. Hey, Miss P. What's up? What's up? What's going on? Hey, y'all. Hey. Hi, Miss LaBrenda. Hello, everybody. How are you guys doing today? I am looking for a bag. That's what I'm doing right this second. And of course, I have like 15 bags right at my feet. And of course, neither of those are the bag. Uh, well, I may have to show you guys on another video. But I found some stuff at Dollar General that I was going to show you guys, but apparently not, and that's okay. What's in here? I showed you that. That needs to go up here. Yeah, I don't know where the bag is. But I found some stuff at the Dollar General that I was going to show you guys. But I don't see it. So we'll move on. Whoa. Hey lady. Hey Miss. Oh, I can't see. Hold on, y'all. I cannot see up there. Let's see. First, let's do this. Then let's go here. Then we're going to go here into my live. Hey, y'all. Hey, we got 13 watching and 8 thumbs up. I appreciate you guys. 9 thumbs up. I appreciate you guys coming in and liking the live. I appreciate it. Hi, Miss Cyrus. How's things? Things are things, Miss Darius. Hey, Miss Cheryl. Hoping you're having an amazing day, Miss Darius, Miss Cheryl, everybody in the chat. Hey, Miss Nelvin. She got flats, man. Look. Yeah, we got flats. It's a lot going on over here. But yes, we do have flats. Hey, Miss Terry, welcome in. Like I said, I was going to show you guys some bags that I found at the Dollar General yesterday while I was out looking for more bowls. So I have a couple of bowls. I did find a couple more of the Yardleys. So we'll be working with that. Did I bring Yardleys in here? I did not. You guys probably won't see it. I think I've shown my Yardleys already. Hey, Michelle. Welcome in. Hello. Michelle just stopping by. Well, I appreciate you coming in. Hope all is well with you. All right. So I have a question for you guys. I have these, what is this? Bodycology hand washes. And I would like to put them on a little bitty tiny saucer bowl thingy, except I don't have any of those. However, I do have a tea light holder. It's blue with a little silver stand on it. So I was thinking we could use that. That's a good size. I also have these little small bowls that I got from the Dollar General also. And that's a little bitty size. And I also have these small bowls also from the Dollar General. And that's a little bitty size. So I was trying to figure out which of these items I'm going to put in here. Or excuse me, which vessel I'm going to use to put my washes in. So, oh, why does this thing keep going off? And that light didn't help at all. Hey, Never and Amelia, welcome in. So yeah, we have these little bitty bowls that I'm planning to put some stuff in. I ain't got no shred. Y'all, oh my word. Not shred, filler. Let's see, what's under the table? I have a little piece of uniform paper. Hey, Miss B, how are you? Let's see if we can make this work. Let's improvise. All right, so here is this little thing. What else do I have in here? Oh, pull this out. Hey, Miss B, welcome in, welcome in. Are you guys working on concepts right now? What are y'all doing? I could do something like this in the little baby bowl, maybe with a little flower. Hey, Vonnie, welcome in, welcome in. What a little flower. They're just gonna be little one pieces. I'm gonna run them just as is. The other option is either on top of the tea light, in which I would have to put another base on here because these little things are just going to poke through my bags. So that's an option. I could also flip this thing upside down and put it on there like that. So still have the tea light holder, candle holder, and you have a body wash, or no, hand soap. The other option would be to put it in an even smaller container, like so, like that, and run them like this. Looking at it on camera, I think I'm liking the white better. I don't know if it's because of the white top. I think it is, the white top. Let's see. What's Bodycology look like in there? I mean, the strawberry cheesecake. Definitely, definitely. I'm loving the white. I think we're going with the white. Now, why in the world couldn't I have done this when I was outside in that workshop? Because I was just in there pulling all kind of stuff for absolutely no reason. Look at Vonnie. Michelle says, bowl with flowers. Got it. Lonnie says, white bowl. Definitely. Hey, Jody. Welcome in, welcome in. So yeah, we're gonna run those in the white bowls. So I'll go out and get these. I probably have 10 or 15 of these in varying scents. So we're gonna run these in the little white bowls. So you may or may not see me work with those, but for the time being, that's what we're gonna be doing. Get the keys off the table. Oh, not off the table, because then I will be lost. Other than that, I have some of these boxes, and I think I'm just going to go super simple and put these little hat and glove sets inside these boxes. Call it a day. Miss LaBrenda says, great co-worker, teacher, or not a gift. Yes, it is. Yes, yes, yes. Thank you. Yeah, we'll get those finished up. I'll put varying colors of shred, maybe, to coordinate with the liquids inside or the decorations on there or something. We'll get it figured out. But yeah, we'll definitely get that one out, or those out. So that should be about, like I said, I'll probably run 10 of those. I think the other ones I can probably use in like home baskets and stuff like that. So yeah, I think I'll hold off on those, on the rest of them. But these little hats I got from the Dollar General. This is a girl's hat set, sequins hat and gloves. And they were $5 at the Dollar General. And they have the little fuzzy puff up there. Vonnie says, Shell, about doggone time I've been thinking about you when I was ready to come fight your balls. Oh my goodness. Miss Jody says the hat set is nice. Thank you, Miss Jody. Now, not the dilemma, but the other part of this is that I have all of these, a pretty ridiculous amount of these little beanies. Knit ladies beanies. I don't know why they want to put cold weather at the bottom of there. Like, what you put cold weather on there for? I don't know. But the beanies, and then in the other pack, there were a 2-pack of, oh, here they are, 2-pack of gloves. And these were a green star at Family Dollar. So if you see any of these, pick them up. I don't know how much they are right now. They've been on and off of clearance since last year. So they may be a little harder to find, but they are still out there, at least in my area. I found quite a few of these, and I hadn't even been looking for them. I was leaving them because I literally have a tote full of these. So, I'm just like in the tree store. But then the gloves, they were giving you two for the price. So for $3, you got yourself a little concept. So I'm gonna see if I can't get away with just these two items. I would really not like to put any hand sanitizer or lotions or anything like that in them. I did something kind of similar uh, with some Bluey. Um, Gloves and hats last year. Let me see if I can quickly find. Oh, there it is. I was going to say, let's see if we can quickly find the picture. So, this is what I did with the Blueys. I don't know if you guys can see that, but it's literally just the Bluey hat. I put the Bluey tag down there in the corner. The gloves are up there in the other corner, and then I just have a, what is that, like a lipstick or lip gloss or something in there. So that's what I did with them last year, and just tied them with a little bit of the balloon string stuff. Um, so I'm thinking I can go the same concept with some of these kids items. Let's see if I get back to the chat. Oh, that'll work. Thank you guys, the 19 of you who have hit the thumbs up. I appreciate it. Miss Jody says the hat set is nice. Thank you, Miss Jody. Lonnie's missing Michelle. I'm my own. Michelle says I'm my own boss, but we work, and more work has me on my toes. But yes, work and more work has me on my toes. Okay, you need a 2-month break. Miss Brenda says nice, thank you. Michelle says cute, exactly. Is everybody doing Christmas on the street? I don't know about everybody, but I will be out there. I ain't got no choice, Michelle. I'm gonna be out there. I have the same thing with Bluey. How much did you charge? Miss Terry, I did those Blueys last year for, I want to say I did 15 for those. Um, Originally, I had them in at the top of a toy bundle, the Bluey toy bundles. Um, and then I want to say somebody asked about it, and I ended up doing just a couple of them, and those sold really good. So probably cost they were $15. But yeah, don't have chapstick. Mm-mm. Do I have chapstick? I have chapsticks, but the other thing that I have, and you guys may remember, is all of these like Marvel. Well, this is Marvel, but I have all of these little things. So I have those, but I also have like the Mounds and Almond Joys and all of that kind of stuff. I was getting them 8 to a pack. So I have like a lot of, what do you call those things? Candy bars? Candy, yeah. Candy lip glosses and stuff. So I could do those, but I wanted to kind of stay away from those because I don't want to have to worry about them being in the sun. I'm in Florida, so even though like today, right now, it's like 60 degrees outside, but if I put something out there, then, oh, these are cute. Blossoming lip oils. I wonder if I have any more of these. This is a little blossoming lip oil. These were in a multi-pack from Dollar General also. So I may go back out there and see if I can find any other multi-pack of things. Other than that, I have like these that I would really like to move. Let's see. Miss Terry was asking about the chapstick. Lonnie says, me too, Terry. Just one left from last year. They're going to get Bluey. No revamp neither, right? I didn't have chapstick in the flat concepts. Oh, in your flats you didn't do it? Okay. Vonnie says, yes, I'll be out there for Christmas. Got the audacity to do Halloween and trunk on through. No rest. Yes, ma'am. Yes, yes, yes. That's we're in the busy season. So yeah. But that's what I have going on. I'll be working on some of these and trying to figure out if I'm gonna mix and match the colors, because of course we end up with like way more colors or way more than these ones. So we shall see. But yes, my plan is to be outside for Christmas unless all of my items sell and or I win the lottery, in which I will not be outside for Christmas. But other than that, yes, ma'am, I will be there. We got to move these gifts. So 2025/26 is my year, to move past the obstacles and hurdles that I had last year with my gift selling. So I am walking by faith right now. I'm creating these gifts. I do not have a location as of yet, or should I say, I have not been invited or to a location as far as a vending event, and I haven't found where I want to be outside. So my thought is with these Christmas concepts and gifts and stuff like that, if I do enough of them, or with me doing the smaller ones, it's relatively easy, because what I'm going to end up having to do is find me another location. So I'm going to have to pop up to some different areas and kind of test the waters and see how people are responding to me being there, how the traffic is, that kind of thing. So I have a couple of places in mind. But yeah, that's why I'm steady working on these inexpensive gifts. Y'all have heard me say a gazillion times that these people do not want or had not wanted inexpensive gifts in the past. Um, they were usually gravitating to the larger gifts. However, with me being in a different location, I don't know what the new people are going to be looking for. So I want to make sure I have something in the event they're the smaller gift crowd. I guess is kind of how I was trying to put that. So, Bonnie says 100. Let's see. I only have 3 or 4 bluey sets in the flat concepts. Oh, okay. Hey, Miss Angela, welcome in. Right? That's a good amount. Panda, I'm from the United States. Let's see here. So yeah, I didn't do too much of anything to them last year besides put them in there. I think I ended up putting some, I don't think I even put shred in these things. I know I put tissue paper on like the first bluey or two, and then I realized that wasn't the right way to go. Excuse me. Miss Angela says, have you tried any school holiday craft fairs? Miss Angela, I am going back to the school. Today was Grandparents' Day at my grandkids' school. And I talked with the front office staff and with actually a lot of staff um, to find out about their winter festival or their fall festival. And they told me that they no longer do the fall festival. They've pushed it back to a winter festival that they do the first week in February. I'm like, why in the world are y'all doing a winter festival in February in Florida? Like, I don't really know what that's about, but that's what the lady told me. But she also told me that the PTA people that put it on or whatever would be back and they'd have some more information, and that they were also working out some details about some other event. So hopefully I'll be able to get to the grant. I know, right, Lonnie? What? That's what I said. I was sitting there. She had to read my face, and she was like, I know, it's kind of weird, but yeah." I was like, "Lady, that's beyond weird." So I don't know who's selling what and what they're selling and why they're selling it in February for winter for Florida, but that's what they told me. So we shall see. But I'm definitely looking into that. Now, our city does have some relatively larger craft fairs and stuff like that. But in this good old boy town, apparently, the memo went out, of course, to the people who had participated in prior years, and that pretty much sold out the event. And then they did pretty much allowed people in who knew people type thing. So I've talked to a couple of different basket makers here in my area, and none of them were invited. They were all told. Any firehouses? I have to check a firehouse. I hadn't thought of that. Until to check again at the school. Oh wow, now that really sucks. Yeah, it'll be all right. It'll be all right. But Miss Angela, thank you for that. I'll definitely check into that. So they pretty much sold those events out. Now apparently it was such a ruckus and such a mess behind it all that some people have decided they're going to do their own events and yada yada yada. So there's that. They opened up a new indoor selling flea market thingy here in my town. However, it's not doing all that well. And when I talked to the people, they said they already had a gift vendor. She specializes in floral arrangements and something else. So they had her as the gift vendor. So they were looking for like somebody else for t-shirts. They want 2 t-shirt people, but only 1 gift vendor. So I'm trying, y'all. I'm trying. Miss Angela says I start hitting the streets second weekend in December. I've had good experience at my local firehouse. Okay, Miss Angela. That's good. That's good. I'll have to but yeah, we're going out. Like I say, I'm going out and I'm gonna test the water. So even if it's literally me with a table and some gifts just to kind of test it out. And I think, well, excuse me, I know that's one of the things that has drawn people to me all of this time is that I've had a large number of gifts. So I don't really know how I'm feeling about just going out with one table of little inexpensive things because the little inexpensive things they've kind of driven by in the past. But we're going to try this thing every which way but lose. Like I say, I can't really afford to sit on anything else or wait around or, just wait until Valentine's Day or anything like that. So we're going to keep trying. Never in a Million says, I've had very good success with schools and their holiday concerts. Holiday concerts. Ooh, definitely that. Let's see. Let's try holiday concerts. And that, actually, I may need to check the other schools. I'll put other elementaries. Because all of my grands are elementary age right now. Hi, Celia. St. Eve, welcome in. Hey, Monique, welcome. Thank you guys for coming in. Y'all be on point with them lights. I appreciate it. I do. But yeah, so I'm trying, y'all. I'm trying. It's I drove by the old location and they've halted like construction and stuff. So the building's still there, the parking lot's still there. There's all kind of stuff outside the building and all of that. So I was like, man. Now keep in mind, just down the road from that, it's like where a good lot of people sit and sell items and all that kind of stuff. And I'm talking about like all year long, they're out there selling stuff. There's a guy that sells like food, and there's always people trying to sell collegiate items and stuff like that. Oh, and I did give a friend of mine some collegiate items. because they have games going on, and he doesn't have a location or anything. So he was like, well, shoot, if you got the shirts, then I'll see if I can move them while I'm out and about, because people have been asking him about shirts. So hopefully we can get off some of those that way. But so that's that. The I won't say the saga continues, but I am continuing to be encouraged, staying in prayer about it, you know. 'Cause like I say, I just haven't been invited. I haven't found the place that I need to be as of yet. So I feel like it's going to happen. I know it's going to happen because my work will not be in vain. So I just have to keep making my gifts, keep making sure I set aside some time to do my other, business stuff, like keep looking for locations and posting and, tagging people. Like a lot of those people I talked to today, they were at the schools. They liked the gifts. They looked at the page. They joined my pages on social media and all of that. So I got pretty good turnout with all of that. So, I don't think it's the gifts. I just need to find my tribe, find my space. And it's gonna come. It's gonna come. These little flats is aggravating me. Maybe I shouldn't say that. Maybe that's why the flats don't be wanting to play nicely. Right on. I know that's right. Exactly. Like they finna buy these gifts. I don't really know what the holdup is, but the people want the gifts, and I have the gifts for the people. So we just have to, come up with something. I even told my daughter, I was like, heck, I may need you while she's not working. I was like, I may need you to like start flooding. Yes, that is sequence. To start flooding my socials while she's got a little bit of downtime. So we're gonna work it every which way we can. That's kind of weird. I don't want to put no little tags in, you guys, but if y'all don't sit in here right, then we may have to tag you. Oh, and you guys would probably like to see something other than stacks of paper up here, huh? My bad. I be forgetting y'all there. Miss Angela says, I had to find a new location because I moved and God provided. Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. That's how it goes, Miss Angela. That's how it goes. My husband still been on the kick. Well, you should just see about getting that building. And I'm like, that building is in total disarray. I mean, I don't want us purchasing a building simply for the parking lot of it all. So I don't know, but if anything, we get into a space that we can actually utilize a little bit more. That one's excellent with regards to selling, but safety wise, it would not be a good location for me to be in and out of there working long hours, or leaving my items inside the building and all that kind of stuff. Yeah, all my stuff would walk out if that were the case. So that's why I'm just like, nah, we probably don't want to buy that one, but we can be looking, but not that. So instead of a one of those spaces, I'm thinking it'll probably be better to do a, what do you call it, a workshop space. So there are a couple of places that are doing, like, I don't know what you call them. They're offices within a larger building, and they'll let you come in and sell stuff, or like some people do hair, and some of them, not the same ones. So there are different places like that. So there's some, but then I don't really want to do that kind of an expense on a building, like a rental place. Like, yeah, I could have all of my stuff in there, but I ain't, child, nobody looking at paying no $1,000 a month just to house stuff and all of that. So I don't know. Miss Angela says we got to pray for your spot and for Sean's. Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I appreciate it. But yeah, we're gonna keep on working some gifts over here. I'm talking about I don't have the space. I don't have all of the things, but that's not going to stop me from keeping on making these gifts because at the end of the day, when we're now, probably more than that. You see. Yeah, I think I'm well over 100. Heck, I have 50 something in there on the chair right now. Not to mention the all of those little shoe concepts that I took to the where to the storage. Um, Not to mention the entire 10 by 15 storage room that is packed from wall to wall with gifts. So yeah, gifts and equipment. I got my tents in there and that kind of stuff also. Everything I need to go outside is in one unit, and then all my inventory is in another unit. So, uh, let's see. Is that a kid set? Yes, ma'am, it is. I was trying to see if it was too fat to fit in here. This little puff is giving me It's giving me problems. This is my tester box. It was a box that I already had other stuff in. So I was trying to see if these things were actually going to fit in here. But I think with a little bit of tape or some of those little clear circle thingies, I should be able to get them on. And not to mention my little tie um, in the corners should help them stay also. I'll probably put it here and here. I think those will be fine. But yeah, it's just a little sequence glove or sequence hat and a pair of gloves at the top. I'm thinking I'm pretty much going to do that with these. So the only thing is the tone on tone. I'm trying to figure out if I want to put like a ribbon on here so you can see that they are actually, it's actually a pair of gloves and a hat. Like, I mean, I know you see the fingers on there. So do you guys think it needs a ribbon across the top? Let's see if we have any ribbon up here. I actually had some bows that I had made. I don't think this one's gonna work either. It's a little big. Let's see if we can fake a bow right quick. I had this on something else, but it was a little short. And I'm not taking it apart because it's going to be used on something. So let's see. But yeah, guys, we had Grandparents' Day today. So that means that we had, they invited the grandparents of the children at the elementary school to come and have lunch with the grandkids. So I have 3 grandkids at one school. So I sat through 3 lunch periods. And yeah, we met a lot of people. um, this is what I don't even know how many years we've been at the school. Um, but my siblings went to this school. I did not go to this school because I was in Louisiana, but my siblings went here after we moved back to Florida. And my children went there. And now my grandkids are there. So it's been an interesting ride. But I met a lot of people who have a lot of awesome, and they had a really good spirit about them as far as, especially about the grandkids and stuff like that. And that was before they knew what I did and all that kind of stuff. Once they found out whose people I was, they started telling me about them being in school and, that kind of thing. A couple of them decided they wanted to tell on the grandkids about one thing or the other. And I was absolutely for that. Like I told them, I'm that grandmama. Yeah, I'm the active grandmama. I'm the grandmama that don't have a job and can be out here within, like 12 minutes. So yeah, don't ever think that you're going this alone because there's a grandma at home that'll come up here and get all this together immediately. So don't. But Never in a Million says, have you ever thought about selling at a mall? Some have special holiday rates to pack the mall for the holiday season. I have Never in a Million, and interestingly enough, there is a basket maker who is part of the YouTube basket community. She's in my town and she's in the mall. She's in the mall year round, but she only opens for the week of Christmas, the week or 3 or 4 days before Valentine's Day. I think she's open like 2 weekends, the first 2 weekends in February, and then like Mother's Day, I think she's there. But the rest of the time, she's utilizing that space to house her inventory. So, in a way, I felt like that meant it was relatively inexpensive to be there, because if you're paying that kind of money for a storefront but you're only using it for holidays and the rest of the time you're just using it to store stuff, then I felt like it was kind of inexpensive. But then I started checking around and they're not. But of course, because she's in the space, it's a tax write-off, so as long as the business is making money, then she's taking it as a credit on her taxes for a business. So I totally get that, but she's there. So I was just like, well, you know, I don't know. I don't know. And what's crazy is you guys are giving me awesome ideas. You really are. And I don't want it to seem like I'm not thankful or grateful. But some of this stuff I have thought of and checked out. And it just seems like, there's an obstacle or a hurdle or something like that. So that's why I was like, well, that just kind of means to me that my place is still coming. So, well, that's a schedule for you. Yeah, I don't know how in the world she's swinging that, but she works full time and all of that kind of stuff. So, yeah. But I don't want it to seem like I'm just shooting down everything you guys give me, because goodness knows I am so thankful for the basket community and your guys' ideas and prayers and well wishes and all that kind of stuff. But it's getting kind of sticky out here, y'all. It's getting kind of sticky out here. So, and it's not like it's a heavily saturated place. I don't know. I don't know. Hey, Miss Chandra, welcome in, welcome in. But yeah, we only have one mall, so there's that. Like I said, the indoor place is not necessarily doing all that well, and they already have their basket person there. We're supposed to be getting a flea market, and at this, I wanted to say, like, at this point I'm willing to take a flea market, but I will definitely. I had not told you guys this, like, back in the earlier part of the year, that I was willing to go to the flea market because I had the summer toys and the toys and like the summer ride-ons and floats and pools and all that kind of stuff. So I was definitely going there, but they ended up closing our flea market. So for the last couple of months, it's been one thing after the other as far as them getting another flea market and looking for land and doing all that kind of stuff. So you think I live in a really small town. I kind of don't, but there are a lot of good old boy activities going on behind the scenes. And that I have known for quite some time, because like I say, I've been fighting with the county for a couple of years now with regards to getting zoning for a tiny house community. So, I don't know. And that's why I say it's kind of crazy when people actually want to come into a space and invest money to make, the town better, but they're just wanting their own friends and associates to be able to do stuff. Definitely not people that look like me. So it's that part of it is discouraging, but opposition is opposition. We've dealt with that kind of stuff before, and that's not really that big of a deal. But in the grand scheme of things, it's like I got stuff, y'all. What y'all gonna do? Malls charge a lot for those spaces for Christmas. Oh, really? I know Miss Joy with Baskets and More. She goes in and out of the mall, but Miss Joy's been there for years, and Miss Joy also prices for her location, should I say? Um, so yeah, that's also another thing. I can't say I don't want to make the investment, but you know, a couple of grand to go into the mall is one thing, but that's not even an option for right now. So I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. We'll figure it out. This too shall pass. I ain't finna worry about it. I mean, I kind of do worry about it for the simple fact that I got to get these gifts out of here. But I'm not stressing about it. I just stay in prayer and try to make sure I'm doing what I can do. And at this point, that's kind of the business, working the gifts. So when y'all don't see me, 9 times out of 10, it's because I'm doing something gift related that's not necessarily just designing the gifts. And y'all know about that. All those different things we have to do. So yeah. The paperwork, the taxes, all of the things. So yeah. I know some of y'all don't do all of that because of the scale of your business and your business model and all that kind of stuff. And that's very understandable. But myself, trying to do something a little bit different. Miss Kim says, I'm in Alabama. I found a spot close to traffic in a busy area where there's an old abandoned building, and I set up there every time. No one has said anything to me. That's very nice, Miss Kim. I'm glad you got you a good location. We're going to be fine, trust God. Oh, yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Like I say, I'm not scared to go and take a table and pop my trunk. I did that for Father's Day last year before last. My first Father's Day, I was out there about to have a heat stroke, sitting out there, and not one person bought anything. That second year, I was like, yeah, I can't afford to take that big of a hit to my health. So I loaded up the gifts that I had from the previous year, and I drove around and pretty much ate food all over my city. Hey Shamika, welcome in. Ate food all over my city. So I had all my gifts in my vehicle. Well, not all of them, but I had gifts in my vehicle. And I would go to places where I saw ladies and, whether it was a convenience store, a strip mall, or, whatever. Some of the places that sold food, I would go up and order food and tell them that tell them that I have gifts and all that kind of stuff. And I'd be sitting out at my car until my food got ready. And of course, I would have people come over and buy gifts and stuff like that. So that worked out. So I'm not above traveling with these gifts and all the rest of that. We'll definitely get it all done. So it's just a matter of I kind of wanted to find a permanent location, or something that could be permanent, I guess. So that's why I was just like, well, let me find my place. Let me, get there. But at this point, we're going to go wherever we need to go to get off of these gifts. So don't be surprised if I'm in the lot of an abandoned building also. Miss Shamika says, hey, I spoke to you, Miss Shamika. Never in a million says, I feel I sell relatively close to Miss Joy. The prices being the malls here don't suit my side hustle style, right? Everyone has a different setup. Yeah, yeah. And I mean, there's absolutely nothing wrong with it. I know my lane. And so yeah, it'd be interesting. I can say that. I can tell you that for real. But it'll get figured out, you guys. I just ask for you to continue to keep me in prayer that we find us a good location, we get off these gifts and all of the things. But it will most definitely be okay. Most definitely, most definitely. And if anybody out there is having, no problem, Kim. Hey, welcome in. If anybody else is in a similar situation, stay encouraged. Keep making your gifts. Because like I've said this before, when they call and say, hey, we absolutely need your gifts at this event, or we need, somebody's calling, my friends and family are looking for gifts, or whatever the case may be, I'm gonna be ready. It's not that I'm gonna be staying up all night that night trying to make gifts to sell people. No, I'm gonna have my stuff together. So that's why I'm still making gifts and all of the things. Yes, goodness. That closed lock model, most definitely. And I don't know why I just cut off all this ribbon for these little bitty gloves. But I don't want to do that no more. If I didn't think I'd screw it up, I'd take this mess loose. Using up all my, having to clip off all my ribbon. Yes, goodness, Neville. That's why I say, child, we gonna sell these gifts. They gonna get these gifts. Now, whether I'm local, I mean, whether I'm set up, whether I'm mobile, whether I'm social media, they finna buy this stuff. Y'all gonna see it. So, but I just would like to be somewhere where I can have all my stuff out, have my tents up, all of that kind of stuff, because that has definitely set me apart from a lot of the other people that just kind of do it for random, um, that just do it for holidays. The city has recognized who's out just for the holidays and all that kind of stuff. So it is what it is. Let me go get some real scissors because these things gonna drive me crazy. I just need to chunk these in the trash right now. These about to get on my last nerve. And I keep going out there and forgetting to bring some decent scissors in this house. And it ain't like I ain't got 50, 11 pair of them. But they all outside. And it's cold out there. Did I tell y'all it was 60 degrees outside? In Florida? In October? My feelings was so hurt when I went out there with my little short sleeve shirt on, talking about eating lunch with some kids. That's a little bit better. Bring a little something in there. I could technically do some red back there, but it may be a bit much. I could slide them, almost for a second, slide them up, but I don't think I want to do that. I'm going to need to leave that to the bottom, and I'll put that there. And yeah, we'll just go with that. Is it raining? Oh no, that's just the wind. Vonnie says, gonna have half a carton of eggs for Halloween just in case they want to drive by acting funny. Vonnie, you better leave the people alone. That's funny. You gonna stop them one way or the other, huh, Vonnie? So y'all gonna get these gifts. But in the meantime, I have been talking to the friends and the families. And I've been telling them, hey, y'all, come shop with me. I got Christmas gifts. You going to the White Elephant Party this year? Really? You got all of your gifts? Because I got some gifts. So we've been getting the word out. I got some people looking and talking and placing orders and all that kind of stuff. So you gonna get these boo baskets or get these eggs, one or the other. I suggest they get going and get them boo baskets because don't nobody want no problems with them eggs. Nobody want problems with the eggs. So like I say, if you know of anybody in a similar situation or having issues with their location and all that kind of stuff, just remind them that there are things that we could be doing even if we, oh, these are text gloves. Heck, I need to keep these. What is that? Oh, no, they're not. These are not text gloves. Hold on. Oh, they're not. We sell these things. At one point, I did shred back there, but that was a hot mess. That shred was everywhere. And just like with this, I know it's probably a bit unconventional, but I'm literally going to tack this down so that this stuff doesn't move around. I don't want this all over the place. So I think I need to come down just a smidge so I have enough space to get my thingy in there. And I probably could have did a red and white ribbon or red and white bow instead of that. Do I have red and white paper? I do. Oh, that's a bit much. Let's see. Since I put the red ribbon on, or the red bow on, let's see if this helps any. Because it's a little bit of color on color. A lot of bit of color on color in there. Now let's try this one. Hey Courtney, welcome in, welcome in. Hope you're having an awesome day. I'm in this Family Dollar cracking up. What you cracking up about? Vonnie, too much egg in the people? Never in a million. I just saw your short. I did. I did. And now I know what I'm looking for. I was trying to figure it out. I was like, everything I saw people post about has already been on sale. At least was on sale here. So that's why I was like, I don't understand what is going on. Did it drop some more, or do we have new items out? But I saw your post, and now I understand. By that time, I had made it to the house. I was like, I am not going back outside. Driving out all my gas. Not today. And I was kind of in my feelings. There was this little kid at the grandparents' day that was having a really hard time, a difficult time. And I tried everything in my power to get this baby together. And he was just really not happy. And it seemed like he was being overlooked, and the child, it was just messing with my heart the whole time I was there. I was like, this is a problem. I think I like the little red and white a little bit better since I put that red bow on there. Maybe next time I'll put a red and white bow, and then I can just do my plain back. But eggs are expensive. Exactly. Let me find out she out there throwing some eggs. So I come collect them eggs from you. And stand out there and we'll figure out something else to throw in them cars, because them eggs, we got to keep them. And hell, I don't even eat eggs. But I know they're expensive. That I know. And I can't remember if I took the film off of him. Well, obviously not, because this looks cloudy as all get out. But yeah, they have basically an open lunch situation. This little baby was just sitting there raising his hand. Initially, I thought it was a girl because he had a really big puff at the top of his head. And then when I alerted officials that he was having a hard time, they was like, oh, that's a boy. I was like, okay, well, he's having a hard time. So after I left there, I was like, here, let me just go home, because I was not in a good headspace at all. I had so much fun with the grandkids. That was awesome. I was amazed at how many people, how many grandparents came to have lunch with their grandkids and bought them McDonald's, or like their children, like 5-year-olds walking around drinking full ices, like slushes. And I'm talking about, this is like 10, 11 o'clock in the morning. And I'm like, why in the world are they having, and everybody deals with their kid the way they deal with their kid. But Lord have mercy. After about 10 minutes, all of the kids was on 1,000, because they was full of sugar and all of the things. And I was so over it at that point. But that's them people cheering. They can feed them what they want to feed them. Then I heard several grandparents say, well, I bought Jimmy so-and-so because his mom won't let him have this at his house, so we bring him this when we come to the school. I was like, what kind of crap do y'all have going on? But that's what they was doing. So I think I need my longer tags for this. That's going to make that really short. Let's try this. Let's see if you're going to work this time. You going to work this time? You ain't got but so many more times to show out in front of these people before I throw you in the trash. You do know that, right? Because I don't know what you think. Try not to poke my dog one finger off. Yeah, this is probably not the best idea. Not the best thing to be doing with this little needle thingy. So you guys don't do this. And if you do it, definitely, oh hell, I done tore up the box now. Shoot. Let's see. Let's try this again. Let's see if we can go in a little bit differently. Let me say, dang. Well, if we tag the two of them together, then it's just a matter of making sure they don't move around. So let's try that. Oh, shoot, these things are thick. I'm going to have to go get the longer tags, because I ain't going to be able to get through here. Let me stop before I didn't tell up these people thing. Miss Angela says, I got into a 55 and up community to sell. My friend got me in. It's free. Ooh, that's nice. That's nice, Miss Angela. I told my husband I was going to set a table up outside. And he was like, and who are you going to sell gifts to? The cows? The people, horses over there? So, yeah. But I'll go down there to the main road and set up. I need to ask one of my neighbors down there at the end of the road somewhere, like on the pavement, if I could come sit up outside their house and sell gifts. Yeah, this ain't worth it, y'all. Abort. I'm just stabbing holes in it at this point. Try them, S. Marie. I surely am, Miss Angela. Like I say, I gotta get these gifts up out of here. So I ain't got I don't really have much choice. Hold on. How am I supposed to take these things out of here? Y'all know how to work these things? Because this one here be acting a donkey all the time. But I got time for this. The new one I got from the bin store, it works really good. I think that's the needle thing. I don't think I'm supposed to mess with that. I think it's you. Yeah. Call around. Reconnecting. Okay, you guys are back. I will definitely call around. I will. 55 plus community. Or one-stop shopping locations. I'm thinking, who else does one-stop shops here? I know, hold on. Divine does a senior community. Is that all you do? Is just put that in there? Is that right? I guess so. Let's try something else. Okay. All right. Now, let's try this one more time. I also have to remember to put that top back on there because I picked that thing up wrong and I already stuck my finger. I stuck it picking it up wrong one time, and then the other time I stuck it trying to poke through something. So I'll be kind of trying to make sure I don't stab myself with this little thingy. Call around. What's today? Oh, today's Friday. So I'll add that to my list of things to do on Monday when I call the PTA people back. And also look at some of the other schools and see what all they have going on. Because just because this one school doesn't have anything until the fall, hopefully the rest of the schools haven't decided to play that crazy game that they got going on. The fall festival in February. Hopefully the rest of my schools know better than that. Alright, one thing I think is I'm going to stop fooling with this paper back here. I'm going to just put the paper down. And I'm going to go through and maybe add some bows on some things, and then we're going to move on. Now that I see this is going to work kind of sort of how I think it's going to work, then I will see about getting my stuff together and ready. There we go. That's it. Oh, hell. Ah, that did not work. Next, are you guys still on? Is anybody else on? Do you guys know? I know Hope was on earlier. I don't want to hold you guys if we have other basket makers online, because I've been up here an hour at this point. So, if y'all know if anybody else on, or if any of you are going on, let me know, and I'll get myself right up off of here. I'll try to get you guys a short or something. Oh, and guys, I fixed my video uploading issue. So it takes forever, but I can actually upload videos again. This is not working. What is the problem? I don't know what the problem is. I'm sick of this. Is there too many pieces of fabric? Is that your problem? Because at this point, I've literally tore up the bottom of this box. I just want to see if it's going to work now. And it's not. It's still not. Oh, well. I'll just lay them down, lay them out, stack them up, put them in their boxes, and then I'll come back and do the rest of it, because I'm going to be all day fooling with that. I think I like you with white. And you guys help me with the bowls and the hand washes, so we'll go ahead and get those done. That'll be soon for today. I got a couple more Yardleys over there. I think I showed you guys everything. I think. I'm still trying to dig out my box of Christmas. I have a tote of Christmas items that I gotta get out. Some little cheese and cracker, a little bowl set with Santa. Any of the stuff from the DG that was on clearance after the season, I got some of that stuff. So I gotta get that out of there. But I'm almost to the bottom of the pile of stuff that's on my table. So I have Yardley's working. I'm going to be bringing those in also. But before I bring the Yardleys in, because they're pretty much done, I'm going to get the rest of my bowls and do my hand soaps. And then I'm going to finish up these boxes and see if we can't get these rolled out. I know you guys want to see completed concepts, but it is what it is at this point. And I can't even, oh, they will stack. Those are my clay boxes. So I'll open up some real boxes and get started. But we have this little toddler one. I have some cute little hat sets. This one with the little fans on it. This is a dinosaur, Tyrannosaurus or something. Hey, Miss Alva. How are you? Welcome to the live. You got the blue gloves. And when I say I have a lot, we have quite a bit. This and the blue and pink. TGI Friday, thank goodness it's Friday all day long. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I hope you have had a great day, Miss Alva. over here plugging through, working through some of these gifts. And I think those can go with those. Either these or maybe the purple. I'll probably do the suns or the rainbows. And who is this? This is Paw Patrol. It's definitely going out. We have Baby Fat. We have Snow Monster Dude. We got him. And we got another Baby Fat. All of these away. We'll put the kid ones in, and then we'll come back and do these adult ones. What time is 6:45? Oh, Divine Creations is live. Quick Happy Meal from Twin Party of 5. Awesome. Crystal's Unique posted about the Family Dollar clearance. And that's all I see. So thank you guys so much for coming to hang out with me. I would say, I would stay on here, but I may come back a little bit later. I don't know. Oh, boxes. And these were partially put together. Now, those of you who put these in, these gifts or used these flat concepts last year, how did they do for you guys? Were you able to move them? I know a lot of people were doing like socks and stuff in there. I did my socks in the clear boxes, the 6x6x6. I just did mine in the Hobby Lobby boxes. So I didn't do too many of them in the flats. So I was just wondering how those things did for you guys, because I know people still have a lot of socks. So I'm like, is it because, oh man, I didn't mean to cut that off. They have a lot of socks, but is that because they're still buying socks, or did their previous socks not sell? I told y'all I put my socks back. I was over it. I had no idea why I was buying all them doggone socks, but after I realized, I was like, let me take these socks back. Because the people were not too enthused by the socks. People didn't pay attention to them flat concepts. I'm glad to know it ain't just me, Miss Elva. Speaking of flat concepts, I have a video for you guys. I'll be uploading right after I get off of here. I went in the stores. I told you guys that's one of the things that I do. I go into the stores and see what kind of items they are selling or how they have them packaged and that kind of stuff. So once I went in there and saw what all they had going on, everything is a boxed gift. Everything is in a box gift. Like, it was crazy. So they're making it really easy for people to wrap these things, of course, because it is Christmas, and or ship them, and or, you know, transport them from to grandma's house when they go have dinner or whatever. So there is a lot of boxes being used, a lot of flat concept items. But I wanted to kind of see what the masses were looking for as far as concepts were going. But they weren't a fan of the flats. But we're going to keep running them because eventually they're going to like them. And like I say, I've not been able... I don't think this is going to fit. This ball is too big. This is craziness. Big old fluffy ball. I'm not going up a size in box just to get this doggone ball in here. Looking like a doggone troll hell. Look at that. That's not gonna work out at all. Darn it. I wanted you to work so badly. So badly. But you did not. It's just a... Oh. ball of fur. Miss LaBrenda says, I'm working. I am absolutely loving my stickers I won from your giveaway. Well, I am happy, Miss LaBrenda. I am. That is cool. It's about time for us to do another giveaway, actually. I said I want to keep that flowing. There are a few other with lives going right now. Thanks for sharing with us. Oh, you're more than welcome. Thank you guys for coming and spending some time. Yeah, like I said, there's some other people, well, not like I said, like Ms. LaBrenda just said, there are other people that. So let's go over and support some of the other basket makers. I'm gonna sit here and work on this kind of stuff. I showed you what I got going on for tonight. Hand washes, hat, flat concepts. And I said something else I was gonna be doing, but I forgot. You guys saw the what's that thing I did? The margarita glasses. I think we showed you guys those ones. I showed you the bowls. Y'all saw the cups and the carriers. So I think that's pretty much it that I still have in here. We got the little bags over there. How would you guys put a bow on this? Here, let me ask you guys that. And then I'm gonna let y'all go. Let's see. Hey Jeanette, welcome in, welcome in. Oh, somebody's wrapping boxes. I'm staging containers and wrapping boxes. Oh, okay, cool. I got some 5 okay socks for a penny at DG yesterday. Oh, very nice. Some 5-packs. I didn't know they had 5. Well, they're probably from previous season. I was going to say I didn't know they had 5-packs going out, but I just thought about it. I don't really think anything has pennied recently, so that's probably some previous year stuff, but that's awesome. Here are a couple of the Yardleys that I've done. It just has the Epsom salt, a pair of socks, some of the, what is that, a butter? Not butter, a soap, and then we have a hand soap. I put some little purple shreds down in there and some kind of little flowers. So that's all I did with my Yardleys. And they're in the little triangle, not triangle, the little skinny box. So there's that one. And I think I did the exact same thing on this one. Yes. I thought I pulled 2 different ones, but no, I pulled the exact same 2. So yeah, there's those. I have some with the green Yardley also. So we got those ones. I'm gonna probably do the other. I think I have, kicked y'all. I may have 4 more of the Yardleys that I need to, that I'm gonna be doing just like that. Except I'll be adding like moisturizing tins with them. Hi, Clee. Lonnie says, ooh, I'm still making flat concepts with a Hobby Lobby 90% off items. Oh, okay. Very nice. Yeah, what am I supposed to, where am I supposed to put a bow on this thing? Now, how am I supposed to do that? Where does the bow go? Bow go. And finally, we ended up not putting the whatever hand sanitizer that was in there. I just found another bath bomb. I think I got these ones from like Dollar General when I went in there. Wow, so cool. I like the little teddy bear in there. Thank you, thank you. I made the teddy bear. That's a washcloth. Yeah, we made the little teddy bear. And that's all it looks like on the back. So where does a bow go on here? Am I like stabbing through here and putting it in there and damaging the bag? Am I taping it on here somewhere? I know I'm not doing the little crisscross thing. That's not the answer. So how am I supposed to be embellishing this? How do I make this into... So there's that one. Here's the pink one. Remember to tilt this down so you guys don't get a glare. And then this is the Brazilian. She doesn't get a bath bomb because she got 2 lotions and then the 2 mask sets. So Miss Vonnie says flat ribbon wrap with a bow on the side or wrap with no bow? Hmm. Okay. Okay. All right. I can see it. Kind of, sort of. Where's some something I have an abundance of? Hey, Shy. Oh, hey, y'all. Shy came in hot. She said, I need to find those lotions. What lotions you looking for? Oh, the Brazil. Oh, these lotions. All right. So where we going with this, Bonnie? Bonnie, not cross the corners. That's a lot. That's a lot going on. I think. Wait. Bow up here. So we go here, 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 up, and here. Hold on. And here, and then here. No, thank you, potential spam. Oh, heck. Oh, there y'all go. Is it back? Okay. But I don't see anything. Oh, I see my hand on my other phone. Well, God almighty. Now that's ridiculous. What are you doing? Yes, the Brazilian sold ones. Okay, cool. Yeah, I lost picture on that camera, but I see you guys on my phone. That's weird. But I am a gift designer, and most of the people in the chat are gift designers. So I was talking to the people here about another way to wrap my gifts because I don't want to put a large traditional bow up here. So that's what we're doing. We're talking about gift baskets and things of that sort. Okay, bye, Clee. See you, see you, see ya. I know you freaking out. Now you guys are back. Haha. Yes, very nice. So I was literally about to start cussing and fussing. I get a ridiculous amount of spam calls. I've been added to the do not call registry multiple times, but I don't know for what reason. But now I'm getting an even larger amount of calls, and it is vexing me. And of course, it would be after I put my name on phone numbers on business cards and all of the things. Now everybody wants to start spamming my phone. So I am wanting to get another number, but I don't want to have to go and buy more cards and all the rest of that kind of crap. But at this point, these people aggravate me. Most of them are wanting to know if we were planning to sell property. We want to sell houses and stuff like that. So we ended up on somebody's database for properties, and they just keep calling back to back to back to back. I'm talking about 8:30 at night. They call and asking about stuff. It's really annoying. And there they go again. And I don't want to touch the doggone thing because it keep cutting y'all off. I just got the picture back. Slide y'all off here. Oh, I did it. Uh-oh. The spam font want gifts too. That's for real. I'd sell it behind some gifts. That's about all they gonna get from me. No doggone property. Nobody selling you random strangers my property. Leave me alone. All right. So is this what we're talking about, Lonnie? Minus the beige bow that don't match with nothing. Because if so, we can do this. Live popping. So silly. I need to learn that bow technique. Oh yeah, this is an easy one, Shy. This was a pretty cool one. Yep. All right. Got it. So we'll get these little babies bagged up. Loving it. Loving it, loving it. I don't know why this lotion keeps wanting to fall over, but as long as he don't, I guess he can't go but over to the bare head. That's about as far as he can go. Other than that, he gonna fall over there. But yeah, I'll go ahead and wrap these little babies up. I may do it with this green, seeing as I can't. Oh no, that's a lot. That's a lot going on. Because he's already got a green bow on. I could use that same green to make his little thingy. Or I can use this green. We'll have to figure it out. But alright, I'll get to work. Since you guys have helped, I'll go ahead and put these things to use. And let's get us some more gifts off of the table. They look so cute. Thank you, thank you, thank you. But Sha, did you see that? Do you want to see it again? And you guys are, of course, free to leave if you don't want to. I mean, how many times can you see somebody wrap something? I get it. I was just wondering, since I'm up here, is anybody else needing to see the bow thingy? Yes, please show again. Okay. Let's do it. Oh, maybe if I get my body out of the camera. Hold on. Let's find something to wrap. I guess I can wrap another one of these. Let me get some pink ribbon. I'd love to do an offsetting ribbon, like a purple or something. That'd be cute. But I think that's going to be a bit much. Alright, let's give this a seat. Let's get in frame. Let's get this out of my way. That up there. We're going to need the bow thingy big time for Christmas. Yeah. Especially with all these flats and stuff. But yes, I'm definitely, y'all know where I got it from. LBE. Alright. I'm trying to make space and give you guys a clearer view. Let's go clean this. I don't know what these little specks are in here. But okay. So I got a little item. I usually keep my, I don't know if this is enough, if this will make it. I usually keep mine on the roll. I know some people take theirs off after they figure out the size and all that kind of stuff. But sometimes it's easier for me to measure. While I have my roll, it's easier for me to hold on to. So I usually start. I leave off however much I think I'm going to need for my bow. And as you can see, I be misguessing in all of the things. So it's not always accurate. But I leave off however much I think I'm going to need for my bow, to tie my bow. And so that's why my finger is here. So all of this tail is what I'm going to use to end up tying it with. So I take it and I start wherever I know I want my gift, my bow to be. In this case, it's going to be right here in this corner. Okay. So I hold it with my finger and I take it, and basically you're wanting to catch the corners of the gift. So when I'm here in the back, it's going across here, and I'm going to catch this corner. I'm swinging around so you see what it's looking like. And then I go here around the front. So basically what you're doing is getting your corner of each of your sides. So I just took it from the top. I went around to the back. I got the corner. And here it is coming around. And I take it under the bottom. And I'm going to come over here and I'm going to catch this other corner. I can't really show you. But see, there's your other corner. I went from under the bottom. I caught that other corner. And now I'm coming back to the top where I started. Side, corner, And I made it back in the top where I started at. I don't know if that made sense. Just enough. Yep. So yeah, that's all we do. And if you want to do it on the other side, you can do it on the other side. I'm going to still take however much I want my tail to be. And I'm going diagonal down and off of the front of this gift. And the next time I come up, I'm going to come up on the other corner. And all I want is my ribbon to show on my corners. So that's how each time it kind of ends up looking the same way. Because you're just going to catch one corner, and then your other corner is where you started at. Hey, Miss Renee. Welcome in, welcome in. Hope all is well. She says, okay. Thanks. Does that help any, Shy? Were you able to see it, I guess is the question. And most of the time with mine, I just move the gift more so than anything else. Like I'll leave it centered, sitting down so that I can wrap my gift the way I wanted it to. And once you get real fancy with it, if ever your loops are uneven or whatever like that, you can just pull one side. As long as you're holding them and you're keeping that corner in there, you can move it around, reposition it, whether you need it to go up higher on the gift, or if you want it to go down lower on the gift. It's up to you. But you're going to control it all by however tight you have your knot up here. And then the other thing with these things is these have a tendency to slide off. So if you want, you can put your little piece of tape. Some people will put a glue dot under the bottom to kind of hold it in place. Or especially under the bottom, it's probably better to do tape, because that's where it'll be sliding back and forth across tables and stuff like that. So if anything, you may want to do a glue dot somewhere else. I usually glue dot them up here under my bow, so it's hidden and it keeps my bow up there to the top. And then I'll put me a piece of tape across my bow at the bottom to keep it from moving while it's sliding around. Crafty Leo, come in speaking another language. Hey, Crafty Leo. Or it's that Mini Crafty Leo. Hi, Mini Crafty Leo. Hey, girl, hey. Do your mama know you on her phone? Mini Crafty Leo. I'm trying to watch in the bushes and Journey sending messages. See that? I knew that was Mini Crafty. I already knew. That's why I was like, do your mama know you got the phone, baby? I already knew. These little minis, I tell you. Hi, Crafty Leo. How are you? Hey, Miss Journey. How you doing, dog, baby? Yes, honey. I'm that TT. I'm the one that I already know that you be doing stuff or you do it. I'm her. That is me. I'm the TT that's gonna holler at you from the other end of the house. Put it down, Journey. No, ma'am. No, ma'am. That's this one. Hey, Divine Creations, how are you? We were just coming over to your house. At least, oh, that was like 30 minutes ago. I told them we was coming over to your house. My apologies. I've been getting off of here for 30 minutes now. I'm sitting up here tying bows, having bow tutorials and carrying on. Come on. I always have a little bitty bow when I start, because the more you pull on them and try to tighten them up, they get shorter and shorter. So I still have plenty of room to get my bow together, but no problem. Just a Happy Meal video. Okay, okay. We'll definitely have to go over there and watch, because I want to see what you got. Yes, I have to turn my item upside down in order to tie this bow. For whatever reason, my shoestring bow, I think is what they've been calling it, my shoestring bow is always upside down when I try to tie it on the gift. So I try my darndest. So I've figured out that if I tie it upside down, it actually kind of looks halfway decent. Other than that, it would have just been flying in the sky. So now it looks like she has a bow on her head, but it's kind of taken away from her, the teddy bear-ness of it all. Here, let's put it over a little bit more. Just a small Happy Mail video. Gotcha. So yeah, that was that. So hopefully that helped you all, whoever needed to see it in slowed down time and with a gazillion explanations that nobody actually asked for. Hopefully that has helped you guys. And go back and watch it and slow it down and do it at the same time. That helps a lot too. That's how I was able to do the little finger bows, but I can't. My fingers don't work like that. What color do I have? I used a floral satin for this in that purple, and I'm definitely not putting that on the outside of this gift. I already know that's going to be a disaster. I see it. I don't know how in the world. Never in a million, I heard you say that you don't be putting your bows, these floral satin bows, on until the day of, or until later on. So I'm not bowing up the ones that I'm going to use the floral satin. I'm not going to put the bows on there because I don't want it to get crunched up. So, and I think it's going to give me just a little bit of time to buy some bows. Worst case scenario, the gifts that I have over there that don't have bows on them, I'll just pop some pull bows on those and call it a day. They will probably be a little too large, or either I'll use the little small ones. I have some small pull bows, and I just end up putting like a whole bunch of tulle behind the bow to kind of beef it up a little bit. So worst case scenario is I'll use those, but I really want to get me some more of the floral satins and stuff like that. I wasn't able to get in on it before they all got bought up. However, I have been finding them at some thrift stores and stuff. So if you guys are looking for those, then definitely maybe check some of your thrift stores if you're into that kind of a thing. These are cute. Thank you, Miss Divine. I appreciate you. But we got some of these. They were in a pack together, so I've been using these little ones. We have this. This is 50 yards of gold. And this looks like it's old as me. This came from Walgreens. It had $1.59 price tag on it. When I tell you I ain't seen this price tag from Walgreens in forever and a day. Look at that Walgreens tag, y'all. Circa like 1985. We got that. I also have, this is made in France. What is this? Waterproof. Made in France. Light yellow 31, number 9 by 100. So I guess 100 yards of waterproof yellow. And I got some thicker gold that's like 1.5 inches, maybe 2 inches. So I've been finding them and picking them up when I find them because I want to make sure I'm able to use them. So, oh wow, y'all! Oh, the Walgreens tag. Yes, that's all of 1980 something. Like it's got to be. Hey, Sherika. Now, yellow is my favorite. Really, Miss Brenda? What? Now, I also have these little guys, Christmas trees, and I'm still up here because the vine's off now. I'm trying to hang out with you guys. I have these little guys. These are a kit. It includes the pot, the seed, the growing medium, and instructions. So they are Christmas tree to be is what it says. And each one of them has a little cartoon Christmassy character on there. They're all in the little terracotta pots. They said they have the growing medium and all that kind of stuff in there. But apparently you grow a freaking Christmas spruce with this, a spruce complete grow kit. So I need to figure out what the world I'm gonna do with these. I was thinking they were for kids, but because of the cartoon that's on there, but I don't. I mean, I guess you would want the kid to grow the Christmas tree so they'll be around to see it when it grows up, I guess. I don't know, but I gotta figure out what I'm gonna do with these. They're teeny inchy. They ain't but so big, as you can see in the palm of my hand or whatever. Is that the way to do it? Yeah, they're little babies. So, hey, Miss KLK, welcome in, welcome in. Thank you, Clee. So we gotta do something with these little kids, these little baby things. I don't know what to do with them, because it is a growing thing. I mean, it's I don't know. They're little, but I do have occasionally put stuff up here in my eyesight so that I know to remember to work those into concepts or use them. Like I have an entire container of these tins, round tins, larger size tins. I also have quite a few of the Christmas boxes that I'm going to use to make like flat Christmas concepts in. So all of my Christmas stuff I'm definitely going to use for the Christmas season. Now what I did with these, I picked these up every time they go on sale, excuse me, at the Dollar General. I use the stuff as bases for all kind of stuff. Y'all know me and my whole situation with the using all that shred and contractor's paper. Child, I'll stick me a round tin or something in a concept so quick. Right down there in the bottom, it'll be a gift inside of a gift messing around with me because I don't be trying to stick all that paper down now. So I have these, so I had to remember to put one of them up here in my sight so that as I'm going through stuff or conceptualizing concepts, I'm like, oh yeah, I actually have X, Y, and Z. So yeah, it's that kind of a party over here. Hey, Sherika. Hey, Charlie. Welcome in. Welcome in. Miss LaBrenda sub to Sherika. I miss you coming in, Sherika. But yeah. Any questions, comments, or concerns before I get off of here? Anybody have anything that they're needing to discuss or want to say or anything? I'm gonna go ahead and end an hour and 40. That's about as much as I can do. Mr. Brenda says, my folks be laughing at me for using anything to make a riser. Oh yeah, most definitely. Most definitely. The risers, the bases, all of the stuff. No goodness. There's more than one way to skin a cat. I be looking at that craft paper. That paper high. I mean, it's not high, but we didn't even have paper here for a while. I didn't know about the sale until after it had passed, like the $5. I think it was $5 or something at Lowe's one time. I didn't know about that until after the sale had went off. So I was like, man, I can't. And one time I bought the super thick paper. It was difficult to work with. There was not a lot of balling up of the paper, but I did accordion style fold it and crinkle it down into concepts, into bases, and it worked really well for that. So I think I even did some of those makeup cases, the cosmetic cases. I did some of those in with that super stiff paper, and it only took a little bit. Only took a little bit. So yeah, there's that. Let me take this off here before. And it's dark. Apparently the time will be changing soon. All right, guys. Well, thank you so much for hanging out. I'll try to get some more content uploaded for you guys now that I can actually make videos again. See if we can't get some stuff out and show y'all some of the things. And I have not forgotten about the birthday gifts. I know I said I was going to put up a picture of that kind of stuff. So I have not forgot about that. I'm going to get it together. See if there was a picture. Nope, no pictures on this phone. It's on the phone that you guys are on. Are you doing toy bundles again? Yes, ma'am. Miss Never in a Million. I am. I am. Don't forget to watch the replay and share. Thank you, LaBrenda. Yes, the replay is really, really good. I'm going to have to get y'all some more videos so you can watch those. You guys watch the live or you're in the lives, but I don't get a lot of replays on the lives. And I get it. We be up here for 2 hours, an hour, 2 hours, 3 hours, however long people be up here. And some people don't really want to sit through all that. So they want to see the concept, see you do the concept, go on about your business. Hear what you're talking about, see your happy meal, whatever the case, and go on about their business. I get it. I totally do. But those replays on them live videos is very, very low with regards to the ratings and stuff like that. So if you guys watch the replays on stuff, definitely leave a comment, hashtag replay, whether it's mine or somebody else's. If you actually sit there through that live replay, please leave a comment. Share it out. Do a little something extra to it so that YouTube will see that people are coming to watch the lives, even on the replays. But yes, Never in a Million. I am doing the toy bundles. Like I say, I know after experiencing what I've experienced last year with it and knowing more firsthand with regards to the toy buying of it all, yes, I will be doing it again because I still have a lot of toys. However, I won't be making them as large. They definitely won't be all character themed, like, that kind of thing. Or either they'll still be character themed, but they'll be a lot smaller um, to still keep it within the wheelhouse. And at this point, I'm just selling off the toys that I got. So I'm trying not to really buy a lot of different toys. Those Ariel bracelet necklaces things that they had at Walmart, all of that stuff is like $1 in multiple of my Walmarts. And when I say there's a lot of that, there's a lot of it. The big, huge thing, Ariel and them, that's like $3 or $4 at Walmart. I don't even want them. I didn't even pick them up. And I have other Ariel stuff. I didn't even want it to add to my other stuff. So I'm just leaving that be. So yeah, we're going to work through what we have and go about it that way. At this point, I think I have 2 or 3 boxes filled with CoComelon stuff. And that stuff has to go. I have several bumper cars that I'm selling. So we'll be putting some listings up on locally for that because the bumper cars are big boxes. Y'all saw me when I got the bumper cars. So I have a couple of those left. So we'll be selling those locally. And like that air hockey table and all of those, what is the hover around or hoverboards and all that kind of stuff. I need all that stuff gone. So yeah, we selling all of the things. So I'm actually probably going to look for somebody to assist me part-time for a couple of these next couple of months. And I may do like a week of assistance on and then a week off, a week on, a week off. And then that way somebody can help me sort through all of this stuff and get it placed. Because like I have clothes, so I'm doing clothing lots for children as well. Because I have clothes in like character clothes. Like I have 10 or 15 Mickey Mouse outfits for kids and 15 Bluey outfits for kids and that kind of thing. So I'm sorting them out by sizes. throwing in the underwear that I find that go with them, throwing in, just all that kind of stuff. So I'm still doing them. I'm just doing them on a different scale at a different price point, and yeah, we'll revisit this. So I know we'll be able to move them, especially with what I know about it now. The buying of it, I already knew. I didn't need any help with that. But the strategies with regards to getting those toy bundles out, that's where I needed assistance. And so now that I know that kind of a thing, I think I can do it a little bit better. Plus, we have people who are interested. I've been talking to them about it and stuff, and I've already got some deposits for toy bundles for this year already. They like the layaway idea, so I got a couple of moms that are spending some big bucks on getting their kids shopping with me for toy bundles for their children's Christmas. So that's promising. So I am planning to continue doing those at least this year until I move through the toys that I have. And then I don't think we're going to head down the toy road too much more. For reselling, definitely, because if I resell the stuff, it'll move. Like I can literally get up here and get on Whatnot or Poshmark or any of these other places and do auctions, and or not even auctions, just list the price, and those things sell. But I was trying to do something for the business with that kind of stuff, and that's kind of where the learning curve came in. So yeah, we gonna do it. We still running them. We running them down their throat. Like I said, they finna get all the stuff at the end of this year by Christmas. At the end of Christmas, I expect to be down to one storage unit, just one, and hopefully this time next year I'll be out of the storage unit altogether. So yeah, I can't do product in multiple locations. Like this is it's difficult. So enough about me and my rambling. But yes, we will be doing some things. So uh, I would say stay tuned for that. But yeah, we may revisit that issue as well. Um, some of you have been in my comments asking about a membership. I have not spoken to YouTube about monetization. I don't even know anything about that. I don't know if I'm due a check or whatever because of my thousands of watch hours and stuff like that. But I've been on YouTube a really long time. So I'll get that all figured out. I have not thought anything about a membership or things to do inside of a membership. Most of the people that have asked me about memberships are wanting to shop. So I don't know if that'll be like a thing with the membership. I don't know. The personal shopping of it all. So yeah, I'm trying to wrap my mind around it. But as of yet, we have no plans for membership. So if you think of something, let me know. But yeah, I don't think I'm gonna do that. At least not right now. So thank you guys so much for joining me. Charlie says, tell me about having inventory in different spaces, girl. Yeah, so I take it you have inventory in different spaces as well, Charlie. Is that what you're saying? Is it? Because it is a bell, if it is. At least for me, it is. And I'm a very visual person, so. Girl, yes, okay. Yep. Girl, yes. All right, cool beans, cool beans. So yeah, there's that. All right, guys. Well, I'm gonna get off of here to take this call, what they call this other phone, and we'll chat at you guys tomorrow. Hopefully, I'll see you in the chats somewhere tonight. Um, and yeah, thank you guys for the 24 of you who are on and the 49 thumbs up. I appreciate you. Y'all have a great rest of your night. I do home staging and we have a warehouse and storage units. Wow. Yeah, I don't think I want that, Charlie. Home staging. Yes, that's pretty cool. Hey, Maria. Great night, Maria. We're just heading off, honey. I'll see you next time, okay, bub? Y'all be good.